For 16.1, read, the worksheet for discount books is given below. Your instructor will guide you through the following example. Record the appropriate adjusting entries on page 18 of a general journal provided in the working papers. Use December 31st of the current year as the date. Perfect. So, what I need you to realize is we can't record adjusting entries with A, B, C, D, E, F, G, whatever, so forth. We are supposed to be able to, but we can't in Applia. But you will notice that Applia does have little letters here before them. If you do not record them in alphabetical order, Applia will say, wrong, because it can't tell the difference. It has to have exactly the right word in that box. So please make sure you're aware of where these letters are. And when you journalize, what account has to go first? Debits always have to be listed first. So if you list the credit first, it will also mark you wrong. Okay, so when we record adjusting entries, we do not have a source document. So the very first line on my general journal here has to say adjusting entries, because then I don't have to worry about putting anything in my source doc. It's going to be December 31st of the current year. So what I need to do on my worksheet is I need to look for letter A. So what is being debited for letter A? Can anyone find it? Nope, that's not letter A. What accounts? Supplies expense office, letter A. And that is for $1,448.55. Supplies expense office is being debited, so what's being credited? Supplies office for the same amount. If you have a hard time reading them, you can make it a little bit bigger for you to go through and do this. And I will tell you, it's always listed in the exact order that they gave you your adjustments, so you can see that A is here. But typically, you will find that supplies is going to be A, then you're going to go to B, and then you're going to find C is going to be listed as your prepaid insurance. D is merchandise inventory. And then E is allowance for uncollectible accounts. So you do need to get them listed in that order. So with that being said, what's B? You have to put the date for each transaction. Each transaction has a debit and a credit. So we're going to do supply expense store. And supply expense store is going to be affected by $3,248.11. So I have A, B, C, and D in there. C was insurance expenses being debited for $11,000. Prepaid insurance will be credited for $11,000. Your next one will be merchandise inventory. You'll notice is being debited, so that one needs to go first. So merchandise inventory is going to be debited for $1,848.25. So the account, therefore, that will be credited is going to be income summary for $1,848. $1,848.25, excuse me. So what comes after merchandise inventory? Allowance for uncollectibles, right? So we have the debit is going to be, I forgot what that, uncollectible accounts expense, the date of the 31st. Allowance for uncollectible accounts is a contra asset account, which means it is going to be a permanent account. It does not get closed at the end of the fiscal year. So that one is letter E. So letter F you will find is going to be your depreciation. So you're going to do depreciation expense for office equipment for $6,480. Then you will credit accumulated depreciation office equipment for the same amount. The rest of these will be gone. I was on the wrong page. Thank you, Riley. Good question. Oh my goodness. We did. Why do they not have them in that order? Uncollectible. Hang on. Let me work on it. Let me work on it. This is my first mistake of the year, right? Jennifer's smiling over there. Okay. So I remembered incorrectly. It is not listed in A, B, C, D, E, F order. You really need to list them in the order that they're on the worksheet, which makes it a lot easier because you can't read the little letters. So what does that mean? The very first one does need to be allowance for uncollectible accounts. Your second one is going to be merchandise inventory. You just got to figure out what account goes debit and credit. So I apologize. Fastest way is to keep hitting tab. Oh, enter. No, I'll get it. All right, I got mine finally. I apologize. So instead of letter order, like I said, A, B, C, D, start at the top of your adjustment column. Whatever number is listed there first, you would record that one. You just got to find what debit matches it. So always start from the top and work down. Again, what should be easier instead of trying to figure out those little letters.